Debout les damnés de la terre, debout les forçats de la faim, la raison commence au cratère, c'est l'éruption de la faim. Du passé, faisons table rase, sous l'esclave, debout, debout, le monde va changer.
The first movement of the workers with far-sighted vision, a movement carried out by the chapters. In the United Kingdom, also trade union organization that developed and had a growing political awareness. The first was the Fraternal Democrat Society, founded by Julian Harney in 1845 in London. The second is the Communist League. Through this league, for the first time, the ideas of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels were spread. Ideas about the movement and struggles of the workers, namely the Communist Manifesto. The third is an international committee organized by Ernest Jones in London. After the defeat of the 1848 revolution in Europe, ensuring capitalist development, they pressed the labor movement. Then in the late 1850s, a series of events changed the international situation, namely the economic crisis in 1857, the Italian Independence War of 1859, and the outbreak of civil war in the United States in the 1860 until 1861. This historical event carried huge economic and political consequences, as well as the strengthening of the labor movement and the idea of internationalism. Okay. The biggest influence occurred in France and England. This event resulted in the weakening of the Napoleon III dictatorship and forced it to expand political economic concession in reducing French workers. French workers were entitled to vote in elections. Meanwhile, capitalist development on the continent of Europe has threatened workers in Britain, when British workers struggled for higher wages and short working hours. Capitalists threatened to bring in cheap labor from foreign countries. The outbreak of war in America and the embargo on export product caused a crisis in the supply of cotton. It weighed heavily on textile factory workers in Britain.
These conditions shocked the British trade unions, and eventually they developed a new unionism. This revival also aroused the idea of internationalism. The visit of the French delegation Labour to London in 1864 and the conspiracy between the French, British and Russia to smash the Polish effort to self-independence in 1863 also influenced of the contact, correspondence and relation between the workers on these countries. In the end, the workers held an official joint meeting in the St. Martin Hall in London on September 26. This meeting succeeded in issuing important decisions and achievements in the struggle of the workers, namely the election of a committee which drafts statutes and bylaws in the International Working Class Association. Usually, we hear the most influential socialism figures is Karl Marx. However, actually not only Karl Marx. In this first international, there was Friedrich Engels from England, Joseph Proudhon from France, and Mikhail Bakunin from Russia. They have their respective influence and their thoughts in organizing the workers in their class struggle. Thank you.